The Corsair, and basically I'm starting decal duty. However, kind of jumping around a little bit. I wanted to add pretty much all the decals on, and then I'm going to go back in and I gotta finish painting a few things like the guns, the basically the front of the engine, and then do additional weathering. But I wanted to get all basically the major decals on so they'd have time to sit and everything, and then I can go in and airbrush back over it. But as you can see, got basically everything on the top, the sides. Mr. Pappy Boyington's name on there, and the other name right here that I can't read. I really didn't read the entire history of it. Got the other side taken care of, and all the solution that I use is Microsol here. And it's just good that it's got raised panel lines, and it just actually just fits real good once you brush that on there. And I'm using Eagle aftermarket decals, which are absolutely fantastic. I mean, you barely put them in the water, lay them on the table, and I mean within a few seconds you can already rip it off the backing paper. But anyway, Eagle Cal decals give you this nice plethora of info on even other markings that you can do for other planes, but full color propaganda ordering form. But it's just I think these Eagles are just fantastic decals. If you never had any, I highly recommend getting some for any kit. But anyway, got that on. I did get the bottom one on, and I went ahead and painted the inside of the landing bay doors, which is just cockpit green over there. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit of the Mr. Detailer, because I do like the acrylic wash, and I'll shove that in there and then do a wipe away. Now see, I didn't, if you look real close, I didn't paint entirely the doors and flaps. I want to let the wash take care of it, and then I'll go back in with a little bit of a dry brushing and make it a little bit worn. I also like to use the kit itself. Sometimes when I paint an entire model, I'll paint it real light in some spots, let the natural plastic come through. That way, is when I didn't primer anything, it gives it another shade, a worn look. And you'll see it if you ever see one of my builds up close. You'll see the different shades of colors. But anyway, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and we just got a couple more decals to do. I'm doing the propeller as we speak today, and then once that dries, I'm going to paint the middle of the spinner there, and then the four edges with the flat yellow, which whatever reason the Corsairs had for the yellow tips, but hopefully get that painted today. And then I'll shoot everything with a dull coat, and after I get everything weathered, then be able to get the glass on. But I usually use Future when I do decals majority of the time, but sometimes if you use like Eagle decals, they're not thick, they're not thin, and I mean once you put them off the sheet, they're you don't even have to trim them or anything. I like to use Krylon Crystal Clear. It's a little quicker than Future. Just spray it on. I usually spray it on before I go to bed. Next morning, it's already cured, and it's like a semi-gloss in a way. And once you put the decal on and shoot a dull coat over it, you're done. And just easy as that. But anyway, that is what I have accomplished so far, and I just got to do some minor little things. One thing that I always have to mention, a lot of people is like, where's the antenna? It's like, when I build planes and or ships for people, especially like that on there on the Kingfisher, that would actually be broken when I shipped it, so we either have to pretend, or it'll have to be put on when it gets to its final destination. But there's little things like that, and I try to explain that when people ask me to build stuff for them, so usually they understand, and most of the time that's not a deal breaker. But anyway, always have to mention stuff like that. But anyway, that's what I got going on so far. Hopefully I can get a little bit more done today, get a little more of the weather and everything. Hopefully finish up by next week. Next week's going to be a little light, so hopefully we can continue on. But probably will have a little setup day. I bought some more kits to add to the pile out there, so maybe I'll probably do that this week since the weather will hold out, and we'll be able to go into the Model R. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.